Hi, this is Cole Bitzenburg, Community Food Access Manager for Community Action of Skagit County in our Food Distribution Center here. Just here to talk to you about what we do here. So we're the centralized warehouse for the food banks and meal programs in Skagit County, and we also serve Northern Island County and on occasion Stanwood whenever we can bring in some food for those guys. So what we do is we act as that warehouse, and why that's important is because then we can receive semi-trucks. So we bring in semi-trucks, 2, sometimes 3 a week. That way we can receive and distribute that food out to the pantries and meal programs. Because not all those little buildings have the room to take in a semi, so that's a pretty important part of what we do here. In addition to that, we also work with all the farms that we can in Skagit Valley. So abundant growing region, lots of fresh produce. It's a great way to know that you're getting good nutritious food to people. Have something picked in the fields and brought right over to them. So this brings us to our dry storage space. So this is where we have a lot of the product that's come in today and throughout the week that we've purchased to help supplement the food, because there's more folks at the food bank, about 20% increase right now. So you'll see as you walk through, we've got different pallets in different spots, and we use these as simple little acronyms for our food bank. So this is Neighbors in Need Food Bank, the Mount Vernon Food Bank. So they're a pretty big food bank. You'll see a lot of pallets for those guys. We have Concrete Food Bank, and we also have Concrete Community Center. So that's the meal program up in Concrete. Brings us down to Clear Lake, a little food bank in Clear Lake. We got LaConner with several pallets. They've seen a pretty good increase. They used to do 80 to 100 families. Now they're doing well over 130 families every week. We also have Salvation Army in Anacortes. More food for Clear Lake, that's good. As I said, lots of Neighbors in Need food. Pretty big food bank. More and more. And here in the cage, we just use this cage space and the racking to kind of segment and provide more storage. But it helps us separate food out too. So we have a bunch of onions and rice that we got in. Got Tri-Parish, the Burlington Food Bank. We've had them pick up a load of food already, so there's not too many pallets left for them. And Helping Hands, of course, the largest food bank in our county here in Cedro Woolley. So we got a lot of rice in. Actually, that rice, thanks to the McIntyre Foundation money, we were able to purchase that a month ago. So we got in orders before the lead times got too long on food. That way we knew we could supplement and get enough food as the increase happens at the food banks. That brings us back, we've got our storage space back here. So it's a bit jumbled right now, but that's a good thing because that's a lot of food. So the banana boxes we all have full of our commodity supplemental food program. So that's the boxes that are pre-made for our vulnerable seniors in the community. And we home deliver those, 225 in Skagit County and 35 down to Stanwood. So this is the freezer. It's a massive storage ability for us to hold a lot of frozen protein, frozen bread, frozen fruits and veggies, long-term storage for all of our food pantries and meal programs. So it brings a big capacity piece to our region. And part of that is the food. Let's take a look. Now, as you can see, we have an awful lot of food here in our freezer. And a lot of it comes in banana boxes. Part of this right now is we have some storage for Meals on Wheels. That way they can have pre-made meals ready so they can just pop them in when they need them. That way if they have to shut their kitchen for some reason, they're good to go. Walk this way. So, fortunately, due to the fact that this is an old facility, we're having a few little issues with our freezer. So, on the top here, there's all these seams, and they're just kind of failing. They've been here too long, they've gotten weak, they get condensation comes down, and we wind up with hazardous ice puddles like this. So we know it's only a matter of time till it fails so bad that we can't store food in here safely anymore. And basically that would mean we might miss out on 15 pallets of frozen chicken, fish, beef, pork, all kinds of protein. and that's very critical for a healthy, nutritious diet for our food bank customers. So any money that is available, we're trying to get that together. Whatever someone can give makes a huge impact. Just to put it in context, beyond replacing our freezer, which is quite expensive, anytime money is donated to the Food Distribution Center, we're able to leverage that to where every dollar helps us bring in 7 pounds of food. So you can make several meals for a family out of that. So in terms of how COVID-19 has impacted what we do here at the Food Distribution Center and at our food banks and meal programs, it's been an impact. I mean, there's been an increased need. We've seen right around 20% more folks at the food banks and meal programs. But the good thing is we're getting the food in. We're meeting that need. So we're getting more food than we ever have before each and every month. And a big part of that is through donations. That way we can leverage those funds to bring in even more food, and especially the supplies that we need to stay safe and sanitary at the food banks. Cardboard boxes, hand sanitizer, masks, all of that's quite important. And your dollars help us achieve that. So we appreciate anything you're able to give. Thank you. And thanks to all our volunteers and donors. Without you, we couldn't get the food out to those 68,000 people annually who visit our food banks in the county.